Can you all hear me? Okay. Sitting Bull once said, "Inside of me there are two dogs. One is good, the other is evil, and they are fighting continually. And whenever anyone asks me which one wins, I tell them, whichever one I feed the most." Paul later tells us something similar, that we are to put off the old man and put on the new. But what is this old man and what is the new man? What is the good and bad dog? Well, the evil dog, the old man, is you without Christ. You when you embrace a life of vice, a life of sin and pride, a life apart from Christ. And the good dog, the new man, is you in Christ. You choosing him over sin, choosing virtue over vice. I am going to tell you the story about a man named Epimenides of Thebes, who was born in Thebes 400 years before Christ, would suffer under tyranny, and would rise up to lead his city of Thebes and all of Greece away from the Spartan oppression. He would demonstrate Aristotle's virtue, greatness of spirit, or how to be a great man well, but he would also fall to the evil dog in his heart, hating his neighbor in victory and defeat. One morning in 371 BC, Epimenides rode through the countryside, calling to his people, "Arise, O sleeper! Awaken! The dawn has risen. The time has come to cast off your Spartan shackles. The time has come to fight and die, to embrace liberty or death. Arise, O sleeper! Awaken!" Farmers, soldiers, citizens and slaves all rushed to his banner, embracing him with open arms. He was a hero, and this was his rebellion. The army of Thebes now numbered about 6,000 men, but Sparta sent an army of 10,000 trained soldiers to quash this rebellion, mostly made up of farmers. There seemed little hope for this army, but Epimenides held on to what hope he had, spinning the men tales of freedom, liberty, and justice, knowing that when men believe in the cause that they fight for, numbers mean little. The night before the battle, Epimenides rode through the camp, and he saw fear. But he also saw a determination to live and die well, to fight for the ideals that his men believed were true. Dawn broke red as if the gods themselves wept blood. The Spartan armies loomed huge in the gathering mists, but Epimenides, undaunted, arranged his men in battle array and told them to wait for the signal. When the trumpet blast sounded, the two armies crashed together like waves in the sea, a hell, a mayhem of fear, hate, anger, and killing. But suddenly Epimenides' men began to drive the Spartans back. When they saw their comrades fleeing, the rest of the Spartans also began to retreat, and the retreat became a rout. In one battle, Epimenides and his men had shattered the Spartan dominance. In one battle, they had set the star of liberty, freedom, and independence rising in the heavens, a star that our founding fathers would one day look to, live, and die for. In one battle, Epimenides had showed his true colors as a defender of independence and human rights. Famed, loved by his people, praised by all of Greece, he could have taken the throne. He could have assumed monarchical powers, becoming the dictator of Thebes, but he did not. He gave the power back to the people, establishing democracy and becoming their greatest hero. All seemed to be going well for Epimenides, but he fed the evil dog in his heart, and it conquered him. Leading his army further and further into Spartan territory, he began seeking to eradicate the Spartans from Greece, inflicting more and more pain, needlessly destroying the lives of a broken people. His hate overpowered him, and he died in battle, trying to end a nation, not just defeat it. As Christians, we can look back at the actions of Epimenides and find many flaws. He was a pagan. He worshipped false gods. He did not fight for the one true king. But he can teach us one thing. When we fight, when all hope seems lost and we think we are beaten, but we soldier on and God grants us the victory, remember that. God granted you the victory. You cannot take credit for that work, even as Epimenides did not take credit for his work. When God grants us that victory, let us give him the glory, ascribe to him the praise, and attribute to him the success. But let us watch our hearts in our success and not let our ambition turn to hate and hate be the end of us. Be great of spirit, Be great of spirit, but don't end in hate. Let us put on the good man, feed the good dog, run the good race, fight the good fight, and thank the good God. Thank you.